Hey, did you know that Capricorn might just be the Zodiac's hidden divine favorite, handpicked by the heavens for a purpose so profound it'll shake your world? Let's dive straight into the cosmic truth. Why this sign, with its quiet grit and unshakable strength, could be God's chosen one. I've got 7 earth-shattering reasons that'll make you see Capricorns in a whole new light, starting with a secret so deep it'll leave you speechless. All right, let's pull you back in with a question that's been burning in my mind. Have you ever noticed how a Capricorn can seem so cold, so distant, yet somehow carry a warmth that hits you right in the soul when you least expect it? It's like they're guarding a sacred treasure, and I've spent years peering into the stars to figure out why. See, I've watched countless Capricorns walk through life with this armor. Friends, clients, even a dear soul I've known since we were kids, who'd rather starve than break a personal vow of discipline. Air restraint isn't just willpower, it's a spiritual pact. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone skip the dessert tray, not out of vanity, but because they believe their body is a temple, a gift to honor? I've seen a Capricorn turn down a lavish party spread, quietly sipping water while others indulge, their eyes steady, almost prayerful, as if they're thanking the universe for every breath. And it's not just food. Publicly, they carry themselves with a grace that screams old school values, not chasing trends, but rooting themselves in what lasts. I remember a Capricorn woman at a social event, dressed simply while others flaunted, her silence louder than any chatter, as if she knew her worth didn't need a spotlight. It's this devotion, this unspoken faith that makes you wonder, are they wired by something beyond us? Let's unpack this cosmic blueprint, because there's so much more beneath that stoic surface. Layers of loyalty, pain, and love that'll redefine everything you thought you knew about this sign. Now, let's lay it all out. Capricorn's essence isn't just ambition. It's a divine design woven into their very being. Picture them as the architects of the Zodiac, building lives not on whims, but on purpose. Their discipline, especially in how they nurture their health, is a form of worship. I've sat with a Capricorn who'd meticulously plan every meal, not for a diet fad, but because they felt a duty to keep their vessel pure, down to researching which greens carried the most life force, as if each bite was a quiet offering. This isn't restriction, it's reverence, a nod to something greater guiding them. And in public, they're pillars of tradition, not out of rigidity, but from a deep need for emotional safety. I recall a Capricorn lady I once knew, always reserved at gatherings, never oversharing. Her smiles rare, but heavy with meaning. She'd tell me later, in hushed tones over tea, that she believed some things, her heart, her struggles, were too sacred for casual eyes. It's a modesty born of faith, a belief that true security comes not from applause, but from walking a higher path. Then there's trust. Oh, trust with a Capricorn is a fortress. They don't open up easily, not because they're cold, but because they see the heart as a treasure, not to be tossed around. I've witnessed this firsthand with a Capricorn friend who'd watch new folks like a hawk, noting every word, every action before letting them in. But once trust is earned, their loyalty is a covenant, almost holy. I've seen them stand by someone through storms, late-night calls, silent support, because to them, commitment isn't a word, it's a vow. They're drawn to resilience, too, inspired by those who endure with grace. I've heard a Capricorn rave about a colleague who rebuilt after loss, their voice thick with awe, as if they saw the divine in every scar. Yet, betrayal cuts them deep, not with shouts, but with silence. I remember one retreating after a broken bond, disappearing for weeks, only to return stronger, wiser, as if they'd prayed their way through the pain. And love? Winning a Capricorn's heart takes time. Their affection isn't loud, it's deliberate, private. I've known a Capricorn man who'd seem distant in crowds, but in quiet moments, his gestures, a gentle touch, a knowing look, spoke volumes. Their kisses, when they come, aren't casual. They're a surrender, full of trust. I've heard stories of Capricorns waiting months before that first kiss, ensuring their spirit aligned with their partner's energy. Even their men wear masks, hiding tenderness behind logic until someone proves worthy. I've seen this in a Capricorn guy who'd play the tough card, all business, until a genuine soul saw through. He softened, and it was like watching a fortress crumble into warmth. They open slowly, but oh, when they do, it's real. Their love isn't a game, it's a future. I've counseled Capricorns who'd only date with intention, grilling partners on values, goals, as if mapping a lifelong blueprint. Their discernment cuts through fake charm. Lie to them, and they'll walk away without a word. Duty always trumps fun. I've known a Capricorn who'd skip parties to finish a project, their joy deeper when earned. They crave authentic connection, not flash. Think quiet smiles over loud flirtation. Every trait, from their sharp mind to their silent pain, ties back to this. Capricorns live as if guided by a cosmic hand, valuing substance over show, building lives that endure. It's why I've spent decades staring at the stars, piecing together why this sign feels so chosen. Let's shake things up with a twist that'll make you rethink everything. What if Capricorn's greatest strength isn't their grit, but their hidden fragility? See, they carry pain in a way that's almost invisible, and I've seen it break hearts just to witness. They don't spill their struggles, they shoulder them alone. I've known a Capricorn who'd smile through a personal crisis, job loss, family drama, while working overtime, never letting on how heavy it was. You'd see them go quiet, maybe distant, and only later learn they were fighting a storm solo, believing that venting makes them a burden. It's not pride, it's a sacred kind of resilience, as if they trust their own spirit more than anyone's words. And their intelligence? It's a blade, sharp, honed, and fiercely guarded. Underestimate them, and they won't argue. They'll just vanish, proving you wrong with results. I remember a Capricorn whose ideas were dismissed at a meeting, their face calm, but eyes burning. Weeks later, they unveiled a project so brilliant, it silenced the room. No gloating, just quiet victory. They turned dreams into brick and mortar reality, not wasting a single thought. I've watched one sketch a vague plan over coffee, and within months, it was a thriving venture. Every step calculated, every risk weighed, as if time itself bowed to their focus. This isn't just talent, it's purpose. They defend their mind like it's a divine gift, and pain like it's a private test. So, have you ever seen a Capricorn's silent fight up close? It's not just strength, it's a masterclass in endurance. One that makes you wonder if they're carrying a celestial blueprint we can't even fathom. Now, let's hit the peak, the heart of why Capricorn might be touched by the divine. Their love is a force that transforms everything. When a Capricorn loves, it's not a flicker. It's a flame that burns through lifetimes. They guard their heart like sacred ground, building walls from past battles. Each silence a story of caution. I've known one who seemed untouchable, all control and distance, until they met someone who matched their depth. Suddenly, they softened. Small smiles, late-night confessions, a warmth so raw it felt like witnessing a miracle. Their loyalty isn't just strong, it's fierce, unyielding. I've seen a Capricorn stand by a partner through betrayal, not out of weakness, but because they believed love, when true, is worth every scar. They'd rebuild trust brick by brick, praying over every step as if guided by a higher power to make it last. Their affection is private, never for show. Think quiet gestures over public displays. I recall a Capricorn woman who'd barely hold hands in front of others, but alone, she'd pour out tenderness in ways words can't capture. A lingering look, a hand on a shoulder, each moment deliberate, as if love was a ritual. Winning their heart, it's a slow dance of patience. I've advised souls chasing Capricorns, don't rush, don't charm, just be real. One woman shared how she waited a year for a Capricorn man to open up. He tested every intention, watched every move, until one night, over a simple dinner, he let down his guard, and she saw a universe of feeling in his eyes. Their kisses carry weight, gentle, sincere, a message of trust. I've heard of a Capricorn who'd only kiss when they felt safe, each touch a promise, not a whim. And when they fall, they transform, becoming protectors, builders of safe havens. I've seen a Capricorn in love rearrange their life to shield their partner, from late-night drives during a crisis to planning a future, down to the last detail. They don't love for now. They love for forever. Their discernment is uncanny. Fake emotions don't stand a chance. I've watched one walk away from sweet talk that didn't match actions. Their goodbye silent, but final, as if their soul could smell inauthenticity. This isn't just love. It's a covenant, a divine act of giving all or nothing. Every Capricorn I've read for carries this. Men hiding softness behind masks until trust unlocks it. Women testing every suitor for truth. It takes time, but once you're in, you're family, bound by a loyalty that feels almost heavenly. Their love isn't just emotion, it's evidence of something greater at play. A blueprint of endurance and faith that makes you believe they're chosen for a reason. Let's lighten the load with a little cosmic giggle. Did you know Capricorns have a sneaky sense of humor that'll catch you off guard? It's not the loud, slapstick kind. It's sharp, dry, the kind of wit that sneaks up like a whisper and hits like a punchline. I've sat with a Capricorn at a tense dinner. Everyone's stiff and serious, and they drop a line so subtle, something like, "Well, guess we're all surviving this feast." Barely, and half the table missed it, while the other half cracked up, suddenly bonded. It's a test, you see. If you catch their humor, you're in their orbit. I've laughed with one over the absurdity of life's little messes, their deadpan take on a chaotic day, cutting through my stress like a knife. They don't need to be the center of attention. They'll toss out a quip and lean back, watching if you're quick enough to get it. I remember a Capricorn friend describing a disastrous date with such dry sarcasm. He brought flowers, but forgot his personality, that I was in stitches, picturing the whole awkward scene. It's surprising because they seem so serious, so buttoned up. But get close, and you'll see this playful edge, a cleverness that's almost divine in its precision. I've spent hours replaying their quiet jabs in my head, marveling at how they see the world through a lens of irony and understated joy. It's not just funny, it's connection. I've felt closer to a Capricorn after sharing a laugh over something no one else noticed, like we'd cracked a secret code. Their humor isn't loud, but it's lasting. Think of those moments when you're still chuckling days later, realizing how spot on their observation was. It's a gift, a little spark of light in their steady, grounded world, and it makes you love them even more. I've seen this in so many Capricorns over the years, from casual chats to deep readings, and it never fails to delight. It's like the stars themselves sprinkled a bit of mischief into their soul, a reminder that even the most disciplined hearts know how to play. So, next time you're with a Capricorn, listen close. Their quiet jests might just be the key to unlocking a side of them you never expected. To wrap this cosmic journey, let me leave you with this. Capricorn isn't just a sign of grit. They're a living testament to purpose, faith, and quiet power. Their discipline is a form of worship. Their love, a sacred bond. Their resilience, a holy strength. And even their subtle humor, a divine spark. In a world full of noise, they stand as silent pillars, teaching us to build lives that endure, to love with intention, and to find joy in authenticity. I've seen their magic up close, in the stars and in the souls I've read, and it's a light worth cherishing. If you've got a Capricorn in your life, take a moment to see them, really see them, for the treasure they are. And if you want to keep diving into these celestial stories with me, please like and subscribe. It's the fuel that keeps me chatting. I pour everything into these insights, and I'd hate for them to slip away unnoticed. Also, I'm curious, what's the most surprising Capricorn trait you've noticed in someone close to you? Drop it in the comments. I can't wait to read your stories.